Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mike with the watch list video for our chat room for February 12th, which would be Monday. Slide this over. I know you guys in chat, most of you have seen this. Maybe one of you have been in a coma for a while, so there you go. You guys know we day trade, right? Look for in-play stocks and then trade them on an intraday basis in cash every night. The SPY daily chart here just continues higher. Just a strong market, impressively so. I want to slide this over. INBS on Friday. If you didn't make it to chat, this thing was really choppy. Kept trying to break out and kept coming back down. Then it got another push, did this, and then right back down. And then finally, just shorts were just giving up, right? They're losing. So when it got into this rally up here, I put in chat that I really like it as a pullback play. During all this chop, I didn't know. I didn't know what it was going to do. I thought maybe it was going to roll over, couldn't break out. So I'm just not getting involved, right? But then when you get this almost upside shape, really nice volume, shorts in trouble, now I like it as a pullback play. 2-minute candles here. And Mike Z put in the INBS 2's pullback watch, meaning the 2's buy zone, which is right there. You guys know that, right? Between the 8 and the 20 using 2-minute candles. And that was, that zone right there, that was the low of the day. It went from somewhere around, if you got it around the 520 area, which is right kind of in the middle of that zone, it went to 1170, right? Unbelievable. So more than doubled. And the risk was probably about 25 cents. So, you don't get much better R than that. Nice post by Mike Z. I'll also talk about AI real quick. I called this one over the mic, so I don't have a screenshot of it. And you can't see the 200-day is basically right at the top of Friday's candle, okay? But let's go to 5-minute candles, and I'll show you the setup if you weren't there. So here's the gap up candle. This is the opening candle for Friday. It topped out at 28.19, came back down. I said over the mic, back through 28 might be enough to get you through the high of day. And I said, and I love the fact that 200-day was up there. And I want to say the 200-day was probably right around 29.60-ish, right? I think that's what I said. So if you took the 28 break, you're probably risking all the way down below that previous candle, 50 cents. But it held nicely, right? And went all the way to 29.63. So $1.63 on worst case, 50 cents. I don't know how many of us in chat would have let this go back against us 50 cents, because you can always try it again back through the high of day. So anyway, I had a nice trade in that one as well. So there's a couple highlights from Friday. Let's talk about what we're watching for Monday now. Remember, starting with the daily chart, but we're looking for intraday trades, right? CLSK. I was on the fence about whether to put this on the list just because it's a Bitcoin related. So they did have earnings, though, on Friday. So it was stronger than the other Bitcoin stocks because it was actually running on its own earnings. Big volume, really did close above the most recent high here. So certainly in breakout mode. We'll have to pay attention to what Bitcoin itself is doing on Monday, but I like the looks of that one. INBS closing way off its highs on Friday, but definitely want to watch that on Monday. Instacart, C-A-R-T. At a most recent high back here at almost 28, 27.94 sideways. Nice pop Thursday, then gap down Friday, but showed some strength again. So this one looks like it might just try to break out one of these days. So C-A-R-T goes on watch. H-O-L-O, certainly a recent high flyer. You had the big rip, but then you had the huge gap up. And now you basically got the gap fill that second day. But anyway, I'm just going to treat this like a potential bounce play because you do have 2 red days after that massive move. It probably needs to come in some more, but anyway, it goes on watch. LUNR, let me zoom in a little bit so you can get a better look. You kind of had a cup and handle right there and a breakout on Friday, so maybe a follow-through day on Monday. Certainly worth having on a chart. OSCR gapped up on Thursday, sold off, and then Friday took out Thursday's high, so that one's pretty darn strong. Let's keep our eyes on it for an A-plus setup. ALT had this big run back here, pulled back, sideways chop for, 2-3 weeks, and now it's starting to curl back up. So I want to keep that one on watch. I like the fact that you've got Friday's high, and then what would this have been? Tuesday's high, kind of stacked above. So you do have stat catalysts on somewhat of a recent high flyer. BALL, you can picture, follow the cursor here, inverse head and shoulders forming. So this, which is a bullish pattern, so we'll see. ENPH had the gap up on earnings on Wednesday. Red day, though, another red day Thursday, and they curled right back up and actually took out Wednesday's high, I believe, on Friday. That one looks like it, might have some shorts in trouble here. That's been one ugly stock. Maybe it's finally bottomed out and ready to head higher. ARM, big pop Thursday, inside day on Friday, looking for a third day play. ON, this one, it's extended, but it put in kind of a narrow range on Friday. And again, it's just a hot group, so I want to keep that one on watch. DWAC has been good to us, so I want to keep that one on watch. There's no real clean chart set up there, but I am going to have it on a chart. VNDA had the pop on earnings on Thursday, inside day on Friday, so possible third day play. GRRR, we had it on this. We had this flag watch going into Friday, and you did put in a green candle on Friday, so it's a handsome looking chart setup. That might just continue higher. AMLX, big volume on Friday, and it's you can kind of picture a little trend line right there if you follow the cursor. Maybe a breakout soon. Goes on watch. TNYA had the gap up. We've been watching this little flag here, right? And then you had the gap up on Thursday. It broke the most recent high, but then closed kind of weak. And next thing you know, Friday gapped up and is strong again. That's a strong enough stock. I'm a day trader. I'm going to watch it. And lastly, I've got BMR, which attempted a breakout kind of right here, pulled back, and is already curling back up. Not in love with that one, but anyway, we'll add other gappers as we always do in the pre-market together. And I'll see you all in the chat room on Monday morning. Have a great rest of your weekend.